I'm the owner of Carner Blue and Candle Cocoon, and I'm here today to show you how to make a votive, a very simple votive using soy wax. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our little votive molds. There are two parts. There's a pin and a mold. We also have a pour pot with a cool handle so that we can actually work with it and not burn ourselves. We have a Presto pot, or an Presto kitchen kettle, also known as an options pot nowadays. And then we have some UV inhibitor. This actually helps candles to not fade if you're going to keep them for any length of time. Our dye, and our incredible Tiger Lily candle. And so this is one of our store scents here, and it's just perfect for spring. So to get started, we're going to take our pour pot and we'll place it on our scale, and we're going to tear it out. Tearing it out means to zero it out. And so then when we lift up this particular pot on the scale, it'll go negative. And it will actually hold the weight so that we can put our wax in it. We don't have a long time to work with it, so I'm going to work kind of quickly and get a pound of wax in here. A pound of wax will make 8 votives, 8 2-ounce votives, that is. Okay, got a little too much, so that's okay. Put that back since it's just wax at this point, and a little more goes back. Alright, so there we are, and then we're going to tear this out again, and we're going to add our scent directly to our pot here. If you're not comfortable with this, you can use 2 scales, but that's kind of a different method, and I could show you that later if anybody has questions on it. I'm going to put 0.8 ounces per pound of wax in here. This is a concentrate. We don't want to use more than that because it's just wasting the scent. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to make the Tiger Lily and Cantaloupe Orange. And so this is our dye crystal that we have here. These are very concentrated. And so I'm just going to use, I don't know if you saw how much I used. This is just going to give us a nice light shade. And then for every pound of wax we want to use 1/4 teaspoon of our UV inhibitor. This is doesn't have to be exact. But this is a little expensive, so you do want to be judicious with it. Alright, and so now we have everything in the pot, like that, and we have to stir this for 2 minutes to make sure that the scent is properly incorporated into the wax. And so what I'm doing here is I'm reheating it, because as I've been talking, as I've been doing things, the temperature was going down. As you can see, I have a thermometer in the pot, and I made sure before I started that my temperature had reached between 180 to 190. And so see, this is my method of stirring. I like this because it gets the scent off the bottom, whereas when you use a spoon, oftentimes you'll just keep hitting at it and it really won't move off the bottom. And if you want to get the scent incorporated into the wax, it needs to get off the bottom. So I should have also had this started for our 2 minutes. It's amazing how long 2 minutes can be when you're trying to do this for a while. And I don't keep the heat gun on it the whole time because that would raise the temperature way too much. So a couple things to talk about. We are using our Votive soy wax. It's a Candle Cocoon blend made just for us. We sell it here at Candle Cocoon. It is not greasy. It pops out of molds. You can use a wick pin with it. It is wonderful. It has incredible scent flow, color retention, and it just feels good. It doesn't feel slimy like if you're trying to use a container wax, and it certainly comes out of the molds a lot easier. So, and then also I was talking a little bit about our scent. Our scents are, we have all of our own scents made for us. Let's put that over there. So actually it's only been about a minute. So we're going to keep doing this for 1 more minute. And the scale that we're using is pretty nice too. You can see it goes down to 0.1 of an ounce. We also, on occasion, do use our micro scales, which go down to 100ths of an ounce, or 0.1 grams. depending on which scale we're using. And that helps us work, when we're trying to get an exact color, we like to use the scale for that. And we do have those on stock. In stock as well. Little plug there. Alright, let's see if I can get this to go back in. I'm using 2 hands. There we go. Okay, so we've got about 15 more seconds to go on this. And you don't want to shortchange your stir, because if you do, the scent isn't going to bind correctly. It could leach out, it could bleed out. If you've ever seen votives or candles with little wet drops on them, it's from lack of mixing. Maybe the scent wasn't added at the correct temperature. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong. It's better to overstir than understir. All right, now we're going to burn our hands. And take these up, guys. Oh, there.
Remember to use a hot mitt when dealing with these things.
You know, overrated. Okay, so we have 1 pound of wax, which is going to make 8 votives. So what we generally do, if I don't have them heating on that, I will heat gun each of them, but these are already so warm that I don't have to heat gun. But I'm so used to doing it, I'm just going to hold my heat gun anyway. And so when you're doing your votives, you want to mushroom them over the top a little bit. Can you see that at all? I don't even know how good that's going to show up. But the reason we mushroom them over the top is, first of all, it gives you a little more candle to work with. It gives you the full 2 ounces of candle. And also it causes it to like form a protection for the rest of the candle. If you've ever seen candles that don't have the mushroom top, they have a sharp edge which gets abused very easily. And see what we're doing, it doesn't really matter if you spill it over the sides a little bit. Somehow, I got, is that 8? Yep, there's my 8. And so that is really all we do right now. And this will take about an hour, hour and a half to cool. And I'll come back with you and show you the rest of it. Okay, so one other little thing I wanted to mention about getting your votives ready. You'll notice that none of these are touching. If you were to have them close together, when you would pour your hot wax, it would cause them to overflow and you would never get that bubble. Alright, hi again, we're back here and our votives have cooled. I'm just going to show you really quick how to unmold them. Pretty easy. And then you just turn them over like that, pop out the little pins, like so. And this is a CD8 because we've tested these already. And you have a votive. Thanks very much and enjoy.